Hi, I've just grabbed my coffee, so I thought we would have a chat. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name's Jo Cox and I'm a one-to-one diet consultant with Cambridge Weight Plan. And I have been doing a course, a nutrition course. This is my cat Bella, by the way. He's got nothing to do. Bella, can you see? You can just see her. So I've been doing a nutrition course with One-to-One Diet. They've been putting on some incredible training for us. It's all voluntary and there are 3 levels. I've completed level 1 and halfway through level 2. And some of the information, you feel like you know when you know stuff, but it's so good to have that reminder. And something that we were going through yesterday was about the importance of protein, and I thought it was so important. And we get told to eat protein, but without understanding why and why it plays such an important role in anyone's weight loss journey. So I thought I would just kind of like bring that back to the table. So I've got my notes here. So if you see my eyes divert that way, it's just because my notes are here. I did try last week to film it landscape, but to be honest, it just didn't feel natural. I didn't like it, so I'm sorry. It is portrait, but I just feel I'm more relaxed that looking this way. So we're going to be diving into something that is absolutely essential if you want to lose weight and keep it off. And that is something, again, that we don't really emphasize a lot, and we need to talk more about. It's not just losing weight, it is about keeping it off. And the way to do that, the most successful way, is by including protein. And it's not just any protein, it's making sure that it's high quality protein. So if you've ever wondered why it's so important and why I personally bang on about it a lot to my slimmers, then please do stick around and watch this, because it is really going to be a game changer. So when people say that they want to lose weight, what they mean is that they want to lose fat. And there is a difference. Like losing weight is really making sure that we lose the substance that is of no benefit to us. So here's the catch. If you don't eat enough protein, your body just doesn't burn fat. It can also break down muscle as energy. And that's not what we want. We need muscles because it helps keep our metabolism running. When we have fewer muscles, our metabolism doesn't work as effectively. So the more muscle you have, the more calories you burn, even when you're asleep, even when you're watching Netflix. So it's good to have muscles. So we don't want to deplete that. We want to make sure that we are losing fat rather than muscle. And the way to do that is by making sure that we are having plenty of protein. Protein also keeps you fuller for longer, so you're not constantly fighting over cravings. There are lots of diets that cut calories, and sometimes the focus is too much on the calories and not the quality of calories. And that's important, making sure that the right calories are working for you and that you're not putting empty calories in your body. I've spoken to so many women who have tried eating less and following some crazy weight loss. And yes, they've lost weight, but they end up feeling tired, hungry. They've lost their skin has become so loose because they have lost too much muscle. And then from the moment when they stop the diet, the weight will pile back on again, because it'll be even quicker, because their metabolism has slowed down because they have been losing muscle rather than fat. Does that make sense? Does that sound familiar? Because that's the thing, is like, you know, if you are over exercising and under eating, your body's just going to go into some kind of panic mode, and it will start burning the energy and the muscles that obviously you want to keep. So this is where the One-to-One Diet is really different. Every single product, whether it's our bars, soups, shakes, porridges, I've just had this vegetable soup with croutons, and what I love to do is I mixed it with chili because I love a little bit of heat with mine. They are carefully balanced with high quality protein. Plus you've got your vitamins, minerals and nutrients, everything that your body needs. And every single one of our products has 1/3 of your daily nutrition. So with a combination of any 3 of our products, all of your daily requirements have been met, which is incredible. Sorry, my cat's there. Which means that when you're on plan, you're not just cutting calories, which is, we know is how you lose weight, but you're actually protecting your muscles, you're fueling your body properly, and you're burning fat efficiently. And on the higher steps, when you start in adding conventional calories, I'll help you choose the right protein sources like chicken, salmon, tofu, eggs, beans, edamame. I love edamame. It's all about creating those habits that last beyond the diet. The diet is the lose weight bit. The healthy habits is the maintenance, and it's so important that we get them established, and it's so important that we keep doing them on repeat. It's the only way that habits stay. It's, habits, whether they're good or bad, it's something that we've repeated over and over again and they've stuck. It's how we get addicted to smoking and alcohol and, I don't know, buying a certain amount of shoes or whatever. It's something that we do over and over again. So I thought I would share a real life example. One of my slimmers, she was always snacking and she couldn't understand why she was never satisfied. And I asked her to write a food diary, and yes, it's boring and no one wants to do it, but it's like, if you really want to see the change, you have to be accountable, you have to take responsibility. And the only way to really see what we can fix, how we can change it, is by look at what you're doing. It's the only way. So we looked at her food diary and realised that she was barely eating any protein. Once we adjusted that and made sure that she was having high quality protein in every meal, it was a game changer. She wasn't hungry, her energy went up, the scale started moving again, she was getting better quality of sleep. So there is so much evidence, scientifically backed research that shows and proves how significant it is to have protein as part of your weight loss journey, and also the maintenance throughout. So how can you make sure that you're getting enough protein and it's the right type of protein? So first of all, it's checking food labels. That's going to give you, if you're shopping and if you are buying processed foods, because most foods are processed, it's making sure that you choose smart and you choose carefully. So stick to your products first of all. If you're on the lower steps, they've got everything built in for you, and it's really important not to skip. If you are skipping a product, you are depleting your body of nutrition, and that's what makes it sustainable. In order for you to maximize and get the best possible weight loss, you need to fuel your body correctly. So when you're adding food, when you're moving up the steps, it's making sure that you aim for a source of protein in every single meal. And don't be afraid to mix it up, whether it's lean meats, fish, eggs, plant-based, all proteins that count. And obviously the more natural proteins, the better. And remember, it's not about being perfect. This is all about process. It's about making sure that you're using the right fuel, making the right choices to fuel your body, so that therefore you can then learn to make smart choices. This isn't about eliminating the odd pizza or a bit of chocolate. It's about doing it in a way where you have got that balance. So those odd treats, they're not a daily occurrence. They're not 4 or 5 times a week. They are, this is my night, Saturday night, I'm going to have a treat, I'm going to enjoy myself. I don't need to eat any of this stuff throughout the week. I want to enjoy it. So it's about having things in moderation, and this is about learned behaviour. So to sum it up, protein is the secret weapon on your weight loss journey. So when you're moving through the steps, it's really important that you're having your high quality protein in every meal. Obviously, you've got the protein in the products. It protects your muscles. It keeps your metabolism strong. It keeps you full. It makes sure that you're losing the right kind of weight so that you are burning fat and not muscle. The one-to-one diet has already done the hard work for you by making every product high protein, but you've also got me in your corner. So you've also got me for the support, the accountability, and coaching you so that you learn to create that healthy habit lifestyle. There's no point turning the volume down on the food noise and hunger, and then all of a sudden that noise reappears. It's like, oh my gosh, I don't know how to cope, I don't know how to survive, now I'm hungry again and I'm going to go for the things that I've always reached for because I've not learned anything. We absolutely want to avoid you being in any of that types of situation. So to go through this learning, to take that accountability, to go from the start and you know what, I need to recognize what's the difference between hunger, what's the difference between food noise, because we can't ignore that. So if you've been dieting and feeling hungry or frustrated, or maybe you have been on a weight loss journey and you recognize, you know what, I'm not eating enough, this is unhealthy and this is unsustainable, you're just not getting the right balance of nutrition, and losing weight, as much as it's being about being in a calorie deficit, is also making sure that you're getting the right balance of nutrition. So please don't forget to like this video if you found it helpful, subscribe for more tips, and if you're ready to start your journey, please message me. My details are in the description. Let's get you feeling amazing again.